If there were an Olympic category for most ridiculous outfit of the year, Meghan Markle would be warming up for gold. After her appearance at the 15% Pledge fundraiser in Los Angeles, the Duchess of Sussex has rocketed straight to the top of several unofficial Worst Dressed of 2026 lists, and not because fashion critics missed the point. They got it. The look simply didn't work. Arriving Saturday night in what can only be described as full main character energy, Meghan opted for a dramatic gown that clashed spectacularly with the tone of the event. This was a charity fundraiser, not a red carpet premiere or a state banquet. Yet Meghan showed up dressed as if the spotlight were hers alone, proving once again that money can buy expensive clothes, but it can't buy judgment, or class. Personal stylist Annabelle Houghton didn't mince words, calling the outfit pretentious mediocrity masquerading as elegance. Her verdict echoed loudly online: the look was stiff, wrinkled, ill-suited to the occasion, and oddly provincial. Not daring. Not bold. Just awkward. Meghan, critics sighed, remains relentlessly basic, only louder. A closer look revealed why the dress failed so dramatically. In the designer lookbook, the bodice features a refined sweetheart curve and clear structural lines meant to flatter the torso. On Meghan, that structure vanished. The neckline sat almost flat, stripping the dress of its intended shape and leaving her upper body looking boxy and rigid. This wasn't about body type, it was about tailoring, or the lack of it. Ironically, the absence of heavy internal support could have worked in her favor, allowing a cleaner neckline and more modern silhouette. But design alterations appeared to undermine the garment's integrity. A stiffer satin understructure, meant to keep the fabric smooth and upright, seemed to have been removed, likely to accommodate a dramatic backslit for ease of movement. The result? Fabric that collapsed, creased, and clung in all the wrong places. The opera-style cape didn't save the look. On the runway model, it's crafted in soft silk velvet and styled with intentional nonchalance. On Meghan, it hung awkwardly, slipping down her arms and dragging behind her like an afterthought. Worse, she stood with her hips angled forward, a posture that only emphasized the stiffness of the dress and killed any sense of flow. This kind of gown requires confidence, control, and posture. It wears the woman as much as she wears it. Yes, the designer bears some responsibility, particularly for the unfortunate color choice and the unforgiving cut. But fashion is a collaboration. Styling choices, last-minute tweaks, and how a garment is carried matter just as much. In this case, the combination of rushed decisions and a wearer who lacks natural elegance turned a potentially striking piece into a cautionary tale. Many observers admitted to feeling second-hand embarrassment. Not out of cruelty, but because the pattern is so familiar. If Meghan has a stylist, she either ignores them or they've given up. If she doesn't, it shows. Hairstyles routinely miss the mark, makeup feels inconsistent, and outfits appear chosen in haste, despite the resources at her disposal. The irony is sharp. With her wealth and connections, Meghan could commission a perfectly tailored gown, plan months ahead, and hire the best hair and makeup artists in the industry. She could choose one flawless dress and debut it at a truly grand occasion. Instead, she seems perpetually rushed, desperate to attend any opening, any gala, any event that will have cameras, resulting in looks that feel frantic rather than refined. Contrast that with Catherine, Princess of Wales, whose outfits are never thrown together at the last minute. They're planned, fitted, and executed with precision. The difference isn't money, it's discipline and taste. Meghan, however, appears convinced she has impeccable style instincts. The results suggest otherwise. Her hunger to be seen overrides the patience required to get it right. And so, once again, she steps into the spotlight looking uncomfortable, overdone, and entirely wrong for the moment. In fashion, as in life, elegance is about restraint. Meghan still hasn't learned that.